welcome to the Tom's River Show. Pat O Melia here. You there, you Tom's River people? Happy New Year. I know I said it last week, but can you say it too often? First off, as we open the show, I have yet to hear anything back from Mavis Tire as of this taping. I am, again, warning you, stay away from the Mavis Tire on 280, Route 37 West. They are, at best, incompetent, at worst, corrupt. Don't bring your car there for any kind of service. You know, there's great shops. For that matter, my car's in the shop right now. It's at CNC Motorworks. I spoke about them before. I have an engine code. An engine light went on. I ran the code. It called out for a fuel pressure sensor, which is interesting because I thought I replaced that 2 weeks ago when we had an issue up in Jersey City with the car. So we're going to check it again. Maybe I got a bad sensor. But Chris over there, and he got a young mechanic with him right now, Chris. It looks like they're hiring some people there. So Chris is taking care of that now. For that matter, I was going to do the blower fan on my van. I may have Chris do the blower fan on the van. They put these blower fans, that's for your heat, in like the worst friggin' places. But I'll talk to him about it. Don't go to Mavis. I will do a follow-up with Mavis during the week, find out where they're at. This week we're going to talk about Frank Holman. He will not seek re-election as the Ocean County GOP chairman. We're going to talk about the Tom's River property reval that is about completed. Tom's River council meetings are moving. No, they're not moving out of Tom's River. And a homeless shelter somewhere in Ocean County. You're watching the Tom's River Show. I'll be right back.
Introducing the all-new Ford Maverick. A truck for people who do stuff. And people who make stuff. People like Gabrielle Union.
I make this look good, don't I?
Who haul whatever they want to wherever they want. Like wood to build things made of wood with. And friends to get weird with. It's for long trips that the standard hybrid engine with a targeted EPA estimated city fuel economy rating of 40 miles per gallon helps with. That an 8-inch touchscreen connects with. And any trip that this interior makes more comfortable. But we'll let Gabrielle tell you all about it.
Or I could just tell them it's a Ford truck that starts at less than $20,000 MSRP.
Yep, that works too. The all-new Ford Maverick, built to defy expectations.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. I'm back. Pat O Melia here, Tom's River Show. Don't forget everything on the bottom of the screen. You can love me on Facebook, follow me on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. Don't forget live stream. That's our base streaming channel. Actually, I should say network, where we archive all of our programming. And that's my phone ringing, but I'm doing a show. We archive everything, and there's a ton of other programming on live stream that you can enjoy, and it's all free, so download the app. Frank Holman, the chairman of the Ocean County GOP, is not seeking re-election this year. His term will end in June, and Mr. Holman is going to endorse Ocean County Sheriff Mike Mastronardi to be the next chairman of the GOP here in Ocean County. Mike is a great guy. Worked with Mike in the studio here, talked with him many a times, good straight, cop's cop. And he's been the sheriff, I guess, in Ocean County, about 2016, I think. Good guy. Will he be a good chair? That's really a tough job being a chair. And actually, with Mike's police training, he always tries to de-escalate. That's what cops are trained to do, de-escalate, try to pacify everyone. They go to work in politics. But Holman's going to remain the chair until June of this year. I'm sure there'll be some challenge maybe to Mike Mastrinotti. Somebody's going to stand up and say, I would like to be the chair. It will be interesting because Mike Mastrinotti and the former GOP chair, the legend, political legend, smartest guy in the room politically, George Gilmore, are friends, good friends. So, we talked about Gilmore possibly running against Holman. If you got Mike Mastrinotti in there, I'm going to tell you right now, Mike Mastrinotti's no fool. He has any political questions, he's going to reach out for his buddy, George Gilmore. So George Gilmore, as it should be, will have some influence in Ocean County. Mike's nobody's puppet, but I'm telling you, he's going to listen to George Gilmore. Who wouldn't listen to George Gilmore when it comes to politics, especially in Ocean County? Now, as you may recall, Mr. Holman, before he realized it probably isn't a good idea to remain as the chair, had stated he wanted to get younger with elected officials. He wanted to encourage younger people, younger women, to get involved in politics, get involved in elected office. And he was going to make that part of his platform, as you recall. Well, his word is about to be tested because, lo and behold, there's 2 Ocean County Commissioner seats up for re-election this year. Jenny Mad with Power Haynes and Jack Kelly. Jack Kelly has some personal issues, health-wise, with the family, not Jack. So he's trying to do his job, but he's also got family responsibilities. But he's up for re-election. I assume Jack Kelly will seek re-election. And Jenny Haynes, I'm sure, will, because she enjoys the power with Jack Kelly being absent from the commissioner meeting. She becomes acting director, mad with power. Well, there's a young lady, Ashley Lamb. She's with the Board of Education in Toms River. She received 17,000 votes in the Board of Education election. She has announced her desire to be an Ocean County Commissioner. So if Frank Holman is a man of his word, I don't see how you don't put this young lady, Ashley Lamb, in there, or at least when the screening process is being done, and I think that happens I think it's in March. You don't give this kid, and I don't say kid because she's somewhere in her 30s, because Frank is right. He needs to get younger people involved, whether it's male or female. You need more diversity on the Ocean County Commissioner Board. Listen, there ain't no youngins in there. Jenny Haynes was 76 years old. I think Jack Kelly is 74. Joe Picari is 74. Like I said in one of the shows, when you hear that the day the music died, all of them were there when the day the music died. Now it's somewhere in the mid-50s. Yes, Frank Holman should encourage this young lady, Miss Lamb, who I believe I'm pretty sure is the wife of the Toms River, the new Toms River Councilman Lamb. Get her the opportunity, at least level the playing field for Miss Lamb, or Mrs. Lamb in this case. And like I said, director this year of the commission is Jack Kelly. He's no spring chicken there either. He's to a degree, at the ages of some of these commissioners, it's time the pasture is beckoning for them. The Ocean County commissioners, like I said, need to get younger and get more diverse. All right, we're going to break the commercial. You're watching the Toms River Show. I'll be right back. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights. Your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments. Carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers a quality of life you deserve in one of our many high-rise towers. With amenities such as the on-site Newport Path, light rail, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Kohl's, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams and Acme Supermarket are just outside your front door. A health and fitness center, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. Enjoy the New York skyline from our waterfront and various parks. Manhattan is just one pass stop away, or a quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Looking to visit? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. For more information, visit us at newportnj.com. Make lasting memories to cherish forever. It's incredible. It's you, Newport. Live like you want.
Welcome. Pat O Melia here, Tom's River Show. Welcome back. Me and a timer never get along this thing. Your Tom's River. Oh, property owners. You're going to want something stronger than this lukewarm coffee I have. The Tom's River property revow is about completed. We went through this in Jersey City very recently with the revow. What should have probably happened, first off, before I get into all the information here, is Mo Hill and the council that was in place when the revow was ordered should have tried to hold it off, because it was done during the pandemic and property values changed dramatically in Tom's River. Property values are said to have gone up like 35 to 40% in Tom's River. Well, you know what? They're going to base the revow on that bubble, and I believe it is a bubble, because eventually we will get out of this pandemic. Right now, even my studios right now, we're on remote. The only people who are in the studio is myself and our directors or editors. So we're taking all the precautions. Hopefully we do get out of this. But right now, your revow, Tom's River, is going to be at the top of the market, at the top of the bubble. And that is going to be a problem, because the revow is going to reflect that. Now, your first and second quarter tax bills for 2022 are estimated. The revow will take effect in your third and fourth quarter tax bills. And since the first and second are estimated, look out for that third quarter, because that's going to have your actual assessment plus the money you owe from the first and second quarter. This is going to be an eye-opener for a lot of property owners. Now, most of you has got an idea you're under-assessed. In Jersey City, we didn't do a revow since the 80s. It was like late 80s, the last time we did a revow. There were some shocking tax bills after that revow. Mayor Fulop actually even tried to hold off the revow. He tried to push that back another decade if he could. Because Mayor Fulop's a pretty smart kid, got a financial background. He knew the hell that was going to come out of that revow. For that matter, he did all he can. Actually, we probably blew about $3 million in fighting that revow. But Mayor Fulop was trying to do the best he could for his city. Well, when the revow was done, downtown Jersey City, now most people from Tom's River are very close to Jersey City. Like I've said many times, I don't need 7 degrees of separation. I can 2 degrees and I'll find Jersey City and anybody from Tom's River. It really changed since the 80s. There's high rises, the brownstones. Back in the 80s, you could buy those brownstones for like 10 grand and rehabilitate them. And brownstones are worth like $2-3 million now. And for the longest time, the property owners who were selling these properties in the million knew they were assessed very low. You know, they were getting tax bills like, $4,000 a year. After that revow, somebody in those, those $5 million brownstones who were paying $4,000 a year property tax of $5,000, they started paying $43,000 a year. There was shock and dismay all over the downtown. And everything kind of balanced out, like in some of the other wards, like Ward D. My property taxes went down about $2 grand a year. In other words, we were overpaying for decades. In many parts of the southern end of Jersey City, the same situation. Those people were overpaying for years, and they were told we should have a class action lawsuit. That was a tough one. It was good for us in some parts of the city. Like I said, ours went down a couple of $1,000s a year. Not so well for everyone else. Be prepared. But he said, if your property is under assessed. You look at the assessment and say, that's going to come and bite you on the butt. So what I will do when the revalve is made public, as I did in Jersey City, we had a revalve show where we had the Ward E councilman from downtown, James Solomon, along with tax appeal people who would file the tax appeals on your behalf. We will do that again in a future show. But be prepared for the tax bill. Be prepared to file a tax appeal. Now, some people, it's going to balance. They have to balance it out. Some people's property taxes are going to go down. Some are going to go up. Some are going to be happy, but not a lot of people are going to be happy in this, especially when they're doing this revow at really the top of the market where we have this pandemic bubble where people are, escaping the urban areas, trying to get away from New York and North Jersey, that sort of thing. And that's driven up the property value. Look at like Seaside Heights down here where I'm filming today. New construction everywhere. There's a huge property bubble. And in Tom's River, that property bubble is going to be a problem. All right, we're going to break for commercial. You're watching the Tom's River Show. I'll be right back.
Good Friend Self Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self Storage. Let us be your good friend.
Panapinto Properties, Jersey City, shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces and addresses your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at panapintodevelopment.com. Panapinto Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
I'm back, Pat O Melia here, Tom's River Show. You there, Tom's River person? I think I see you. Tom's River town council meetings are moving. Now, I know many of you would like them to move out of town, but nope, they're staying here. They're moving. They're moving to Wednesdays. I haven't got a good reason as to why they're moving to Wednesdays. To me, again, Jersey City guy, and most of you were, our council meetings in Jersey City is caucus on Monday and council on Wednesday. So to me, moving it to Wednesday is just normal. Now, there had been some rumors that the reason they're moving to Wednesdays is a conflict of scheduling with the Corp Council, Assemblyman McGuckin. As I understand, he's never made any of the township meetings since he's become the Corp Council. I think he's on Tuesdays. I think he's in Lavaletta, something like that, where he's also a Corp Council, either for the town or the school board, something like that. So in an effort to get him to show up at a council meeting, as I understand it, they moved it to Wednesdays, which explains why it was unanimous. It's going to be an interesting Tom's River Council with the new councilman Lamb and a superfied Dan Roderick. Now he's got an ally there in Lamb. And, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out over the year. I think Roderick may pick up another ally on the city council. I think Roderick and Lamb were like, we'll go along with this just to see him here. Would be interesting. So by moving it to Wednesdays, and that'll happen in January this month, you'll get to see the Corp Council, who, if I'm not mistaken, is making like huge money. Bring it down like $500,000 a year, being your Corp Council. So you may want to see that guy sitting there and saying, Like I said, it was unanimous. But then when I got to think about it, there were some people who would rather see him here. I want to see him at the table every Wednesday. Council caucus and council meeting. I want to see him here all the time. So if you're one of those people that are council junkie, my younger years, I used to cover the Jersey City ones. After a while, you do this for so many years, like, give me a break. Some of those are marathon sets, especially in Jersey City. Some of them can be marathon sessions. So it's going to be the second and fourth Wednesday of every month in Tom's River. So you can plan accordingly. Mayor Mo Hill, today announced that Toms River has no mask mandate. Yeah, nobody's mandating you wear a mask when you're indoors. A couple of businesses, a few of them. Now, again, a business can institute indoor masks on their own. And, you don't have to wait for any governmental entity to mandate this. I think it was Chipotle, and I never been to a Mexican restaurant. I never get that right. And Lowe's had a signage on their doors that by township mandate, you have to wear a mask indoors. That's not the case. Mo Hill said he's not a mandate guy, which is very interesting because the mayor of Jersey City is catching heat. Not a lot of heat, just some of the people. That's the thing with social media. Social media, everybody's sitting in their home in their underwear and they're criticizing your various leaders. Well, I always respect people who go to the council meetings and you got your name there, you got your face there, and you want to criticize, do that. Do it behind a cell phone at home. But there are some people that are criticizing the mayor of Jersey City, Stephen Fulop, for not instituting a mask mandate. Mayor Fulop has said, and he's been consistent with this ever since the pandemic, he's going to follow the lead out of Trenton. In the beginning, when the pandemic started, Fulop was probably the one everybody followed. He was closing down the malls. He was cutting down, stopping parades, any kind of meetings he was putting an end to. Gatherings at reception halls, he put an end to that. And eventually, I think Governor Murphy was following Stephen Fulop first. And after that, once Fulop didn't want to have a patchwork of mandates and enforcements, so he started following the lead out of Trenton. And he's still doing that today. But there are some, Hoboken, our sister city there in Hudson County, has an indoor mask mandate. And everybody's going like, oh, Jersey City should do it. Well, we don't really have the numbers, and Trenton isn't saying anything about the mandate to institute a mask mandate. Same thing as Mo Hill is talking about. Once you do that, you're hurting the small business. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't know how many small businesses are going to come out of this, the Omicron pandemic. We went through the original COVID and the Delta, and now this is really a problem for small businesses. So I agree with Mo, no mask mandate. But like I said, any business that wants to have indoor mask mandates, nothing stopping you. Put a sign in there, but it's probably going to hurt your business. All right, we're going to break the commercial. You're watching the Tom River Show. I'll be right back.
Ford made their first all-electric SUV a Mustang. Rapid acceleration, reactive handling, 300-mile range. You control how it feels and how it sounds. It knows you. It dials into your preferred settings. It has an array of driver assist technology. Cameras and sensors enhance your awareness and provide you with additional control. But it's more than cutting-edge technology. It's the spirit of it. It's a Mustang.
Tom River Show here, you there? Now, I should have answered my cell phone call before. I do have my car in the shop. All right. Ocean County homeless shelter on the old surf club property. Whoa, that was a real concern there in Oakley Beach. They were like, what? That's not going to happen. That's not the location for a homeless shelter. Two, they use a lot of Green Acre money to buy that property. So that's going to mandate open space. So you'll have, they can put a boardwalk there. No permanent structures or anything like that. They can extend the board. What's something weird with Oakley Beach where the boardwalk stops and it starts again? I haven't been down in Oakley Beach in years. I'm a Seaside Heights guy. But Oakley Beach people, there will not be a homeless shelter on the old surf club property there. Not going to happen. No, everybody can calm down there. I think that really came out as a political rumor attached to Jenny Madwood Power Haynes. People trying to throw that at her. I don't think it was ever even a consideration when you have the Green Acre monies in there. It will happen somewhere in Ocean County. Your former councilman was it Turnbuck, and I think, and again, Jenny Haynes and the county, they are looking for sites to open a homeless shelter. Now, not every county has a homeless shelter. I think in Hudson County, I think we're teaming up. We teamed up with Newark. Jersey City has a St. Lucy's shelter that's independently run, but Jersey City supports it. Hoboken has a shelter that Hoboken supports. I think they got like a 16 or a 20 unit building where their homeless shelter in Hoboken. But for the counties to operate one, that's going to be a money losing proposition. You want to farm that out, but you need a location first. Like I said, it's not going to happen at the surf club. That was the talk. And one of the problems in Toms River that I was talking about before with the Rebound, the property values in Toms River now may preclude it being in Toms River, because those properties that were at the top of the market, and people are going to demand good money, and you need a pretty good location. And what I heard, they were talking about was like a 200-bed homeless shelter. So you need a pretty good sized place to put that, and that's going to cost some real money to buy the land. Now, ideally, a homeless shelter, there's some talking about sending it down further, the southern parts of Ocean County. Ideally, you need to be where services are available to help these people get back on their feet. You can't stick them at the corner of Ocean County where there's no services available. It's like with the VA clinic, VA headquarters they're going to build in Toms River there. That's an ideal location. Now what we need to do is get some VA veteran housing around that, so the people who need the assistance from the VA, are right near it to get that. That's the same thing that's needed with a homeless shelter. And where you put that in Ocean County with the property values, it's going to be very difficult, because you see, because of the pandemic and the property values, how things are changing. Like in Little Seaside Heights, there is like new construction on every block in Seaside Heights. It's incredible. Reminds me of Jersey City. Jersey City for the last 20 years, they'll buy your house in Jersey City. They'll pay you like $700,000-$800,000, knock your house down, and build a new two-family, really a three-family, an illegal apartment. And they're getting like $1 million, $2 million, $3 million for that. So they're turning around making, if they spend a couple $100,000 on the actual cost of the house, they're making like $300 or so profit. In Seaside Heights, same thing's happening here. And I'm not kidding you. It's like on every block there is new construction. There's no shortage of hammering going on in Seaside Heights. What Ocean County is doing, they are attempting to buy the land. I don't know this property myself. Trying to buy the land at the Surf and Stream property that has become sort of a homeless compound. There's been a lot of police activity there. There's a lot of calls to that. And Ocean County is looking to acquire that land and bring it back to its natural state of, open space. It's interesting when they're talking about looking for a homeless shelter, that they're buying the land here so we can get people who are living in tents off that property. But somewhere along the line, Ocean County is going to look into getting a homeless shelter somewhere in Ocean County. And if they're smart, they'll have somebody independently run that. All right, we're out of show. You're watching the Toms River Show. You be good. You be safe. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.